see if there's wait for someone. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Gooner Claude TV and in conjunction with Boardroom Bants. First of all, Johnny, watch your show tonight. Well done for it. Well done for that. Brilliant show with Carl Hessler. Absolutely brilliant. I really enjoyed it, and I hope you probably enjoyed it much more than me. Did you enjoy being part of that tonight?
Yeah, it was good fun, mate. Yeah, thanks for your nice comments. Yeah, it was good fun. Carl was a great guest. I believe you watched the show yourself, and
yeah, I did.
Yeah, he was a really nice guy to talk to. We're going to get him on again, and yeah, it was quite interesting to see what a film producer gets up to and part-time actor. So yeah, it was good laugh. Really interesting.
Yeah, we're going out on 2 channels tonight. Boardroom Bants as well. And on my channel itself. The big news tonight is that unfortunately Mikel Arteta, and we wish him a quick recovery, has caught the virus, the coronavirus, and apparently the whole training ground has been shut down. Johnny, what are your thoughts on this? Not nice news to hear, and it makes me worry now. I wasn't sure whether we were going over the top here, but maybe we might need to shut the whole Premier League down, I think, for the next couple of weeks, I think now, because it looks like it's all over the place, and it's a worrying thing at the moment, very worrying. What's your thoughts, Johnny?
Yeah, I think, to be honest, I think it's going to be heavier than that, Claude, the way they're talking. They could be the end of the season, mate, because I think Arsenal have pretty much conceded that they won't get the fixtures in. So it's very damning. And obviously, where Liverpool are concerned, I mean, there are a few clubs that are not wanting this to happen. Obviously, Liverpool would be one of them. But you've got to think of health first, haven't you? So at the end of the day, I don't know if they'll still give Liverpool the title. I think a lot of people might disagree with me, but I think obviously they will win the title, or they would have won the title. So give them the title, and then the season there. Just sadly, obviously we'd miss out on a Champions League place, but it's all about health and safety.
Well, it is
football.
It is down to health and safety, and I've got to say, I'm shocked by the news. I hope it's not too serious. I hope he recovers well. Also, the players, all the players, and you've got to look at the West Ham players that played against Arsenal. They must have been affected as well. Not West Ham. Was it West Ham? Who did we play the last game?
Yes.
Was West Ham, wasn't it? I'm going there.
Yeah.
So they'd have to be checked over as well. So, and well, it looks like a 2-week isolation here. So, as you say, we can't play for 2 weeks. I don't know. I mean, tonight there was an announcement by the Premier League before all this came out that all Premier League games to go ahead. But now I'm sure there must be another meeting set up now, because if one...
Yeah, they've announced that. They've actually announced that tonight, Claude. There's an emergency meeting tomorrow, and I think that's going to be a suspension of the Premier League, or maybe the end of the Premier League. So I think it's going to be certainly one or the other, but it's the right thing to do. So something's got to be done.
Yeah, but it's all right saying there's a few messages coming up here about playing in empty stadiums. But if the players are affected, they're still in contact with each other. So there are still risks, even if they play in empty stadiums. You know what I'm saying? It's just incredible. I mean, now it's just got to this level that these people pick it up. You know, what does it say for us as well as people? I mean, can you get out? Can you actually go outside the door? I mean, in Italy, there's people not coming out of their houses and things like that. I mean, are we going to get that situation over here? I mean, how bad is this going to get, John?
Well, the thing, isolation now, Italy's pretty much all on lockdown. So, I mean, what they're trying to say, you know, like or loathe Piers Morgan, some of the stuff that he's been saying is true. It's, you know, how long are you going to let it go? I mean, we can't, you know, it's people dying. I know they're the elderly. It doesn't matter, though. People are dying. And I think, you know, the quickest way to get rid of it is go on lockdown, you know, for 2 weeks, get in there, get rid of the virus as soon as possible. Because the thing is, it's spreading, obviously, and it's getting worse. So, you know, it is worse than the flu. People saying it isn't worse than the flu. It is. It's a new form of virus, and it's very dangerous. And you know, the thing is, it doesn't. Whoever's getting it, eventually will pass it on to the elderly or people that are not well, have got asthma, and they won't survive. So you know, it's very serious. So you know.
Chadwick has said that he's come on there. His problem is you can have it and never know it and spread it like wildfire, which is quite true because it is worrying. I must admit. Well, thanks for that, Chadwick. No, it is worrying. I don't know what to say. I mean, when I thought when I first saw it, I thought someone's playing a plank. You know what I mean? But you know, because you know that people put things up on Twitter that are not true. You know,
yeah,
all fake stuff on Twitter. I mean, when people, I mean, sometimes I've seen people put fake deaths up on Twitter, which is I can't believe I actually they can do things like that. But
well, there's an uproar at the moment. There's been one just a minute ago that's absolutely disgusting. Someone just put, "Oh, it's shame it wasn't Lacazette." Do you know what I mean? That's the mentality that we. You know.
Yeah. I mean, it can't be an Arsenal fan that said that. Surely, I mean.
You don't think that.
Can we actually believe, even if we criticise players, can we actually believe we could say things like that? I can't believe it. I sometimes wonder what goes through people's heads and why they come out with this shit. I really don't. Anyway, well, the update is apparently the 2 training grounds have been closed down. Sasha said, "Have I been tested?" Well, no, I haven't. But if I find out I've got something, well, I will go. And both the training grounds are both now in shutdown. And the game is definitely off. Is it been confirmed as off? As it must be off. I mean, it can't be playing anyway. That'd be off. I think West Ham will definitely be off, and I wouldn't be surprised if the whole Premier League weekend is completely called off.
I can't say how they continue.
I'm actually surprised. I'm actually surprised, Johnny. I don't know about you, but I'm actually surprised that every other country's doing things, and we seem to be lacking behind on this. Are you surprised at that, John? Because every other country seems to be in lockdown, and we're sitting here saying, "Oh, well, we mustn't panic." What do you think?
I'm not surprised at the UK, to be honest, because I mean, whoever I vote, I mean, won't go too into politics, but
no,
yeah, but I sort of like Boris Johnson. I mean, I'll be honest, I did vote Boris Johnson and Conservative, but the fact is, he's a step off a lip Brit, and he's one of them. Unfortunately, on this time, I don't agree with him. He's saying let's take it on the chin. Because with a Brit, he's old school, he's old fashioned. But I think at the end of the day, yeah, maybe take it on the chin, but let's not lose a lot of people while we're doing it. So I'd be surprised if he doesn't back down a little bit soon and say, "Oh, we could be in quarantine. We could be in our houses for 2 weeks." I can see it happening. I really can, because it's. I mean, we're 2 weeks behind Italy. We've had the warning signs. I mean, it's not common, you know. It's common sense. Let's act upon it now. Let's do something to stop. I mean, Cheltenham's going ahead. Why is Cheltenham going ahead?
That's another thing. I mean, that's another thing. A big race meeting went ahead, and no one said about that as well. And I'm quite surprised because because there's thousands that go to that event, isn't it? I was watching the pictures yesterday on the TV, and it's completely packed out, isn't it? I mean, there must be thousands of people that are going to this festival. It's a great festival, by the way. I never get a chance to have gone down for that, but it is one of the best. I watch it on the TV all the time, and
likewise. Yeah.
Although it's very easy to part with your money on that, by the way.
Yeah, I found that out today, mate.
By the way, did that 4-1 on? Did it actually win that? I didn't see that race. Did he win the 4-1?
I lost it, mate. I backed all the races on telly. I got one winner, but I doubled it up without odds on, and it got absolutely fucking murdered. Came about 5th or 6th. Didn't run at all without odds.
What, the 4-1 on? You didn't back a 4-1 on, surely?
Well, no, I've done it in a double. I've done it in a double with.
Johnny.
Yeah, because
right.
I thought, because it was like 4 to 6 on. So I thought,
right. I thought it was 4-1 on, but it was 4 to 6 on, was it?
Yeah, it was
what was the horse again?
Paisley Park.
That's it, yeah, because you was going on about it. I want to just put this donation. Thank you, Chadwick, for that. With the amount of people in such a small country like UK, I'm worried about you guys. Heathrow Airport is the words hub. He has got a point, because hasn't Trump actually stopped all flights from Europe as going into America, or
apart from the UK?
Eh?
Apart from the UK, everywhere else is barred apart from the UK.
Yeah.
It just seems to me, though, with that, it just seems like Cheltenham and other bits and bobs. It's all money orientated with the UK. It just seems that they're not doing it because of the sheer fact of the money side of things, you know, and they're risking people's lives, the elderly. It's like, well, they're, you know, and who it is affecting mainly. But it's a very sad scenario we're in. I mean, it's almost like something out of a film, isn't it? Really.
Well, it's incredible. I don't know what to say. I mean, I'm worried for Mikel tonight. My thoughts go out to him and his family. I hope everything is okay. But he's a young guy, isn't he? He's a young guy. I'm sure he'll come through okay on that. We pray for him, and hopefully he'll be okay, because he's not even 40, is he?
Nah, he's as fit as a fiddle, mate. He'll be
exactly.
fine.
So I think this is more someone like me, or someone old like me.
You're 21? What's going on?
You know, I mean,
it's the elderly we've got to look out for, mate, and I think that's why they are. You know, they're telling people to go in, and because you know the strike rate of the elderly going down, they're dropping like flies at the moment, and obviously people with asthma and heart conditions and that, they're the ones mainly at risk. So it's spreading it over to them. But
yeah, I think. Well, I'm sure Mikel will be okay, but you know, these things have to be, monitored properly, and yeah, I think if he was a 75-year-old man, or even someone like Arteta, because Arsenal is in his 70s now, and it's someone like that is probably being more in danger, or something like that. You know, someone. So let's hope everything is okay. The players, I think, will now have 2 weeks off. I think you could be right, Johnny. I think we could and this could end the whole season and the whole year. Apparently, I was hearing that the Euros 2020 could be postponed for another year. That's another thing that's being considered as well. You know, the Euros for the internationals in the summer.
Yeah, I've also heard the London Marathon's going to be cancelled as well.
Yeah, that was that. Well, that's Well, you're gonna, of course, because you know what I don't understand, Johnny. Though, you know, they stopped all that shaking hands before the game, but after the game they're all shaking hands anyway. So what's the? You know, I don't understand that. I really don't.
I think that might be just a case of they've forgotten about it, mate, and they've they've done it at the
Yeah.
start, and at the end they're like accidentally shaking hands and forgetting about it. Possibly, I don't know.
Do you know?
'Cause
Do you know what?
they
When
were
I'm
doing
going on,
elbows.
do you know when I'm going out on the street now? People are going like that with the fist now, rather than shaking hands. You know that? You noticed that?
Oh, you're joking. I wouldn't be
Yeah. Every
surprised.
time I'm walking down the street, I'm getting all this now. All this fist rather than the handshake.
It's crazy, mate. But time will tell. I mean, but if my opinion, as gutted as I am, I think let's knock it on the head now. The only thing I will say is Liverpool. Uh, it would be funny, but then again, it's gonna.
No, do you know what? I feel for them because I think put all that hard work in and they deserve to win the league. And if it's taken away from them because of that, I think that's wrong. I think they should award the league to them, and that's it. But you
I
never
think they
know.
will.
Maybe in a couple of weeks, I don't know whether in a couple of weeks everything might settle down, and we just extend the season and just what they do is forget the Euros and then extend the season, and then it might be or play the rest of, as you say, play as people are saying, play it all behind closed doors, just get the season finished, just get it legally finished. You know what I'm saying? Because it
I'll
wouldn't
be
be
honest.
right.
I don't know how they're going to do it, mate. To be honest, I mean, Arsenal have actually tonight conceded that they can't see how they're going to get their games done. So it's
Yeah.
going to be really interesting on that manner.
I didn't hear that. Is that what they actually said then, John? I didn't
Yeah,
see that.
there was a tweet.
There was a
Tweet.
statement coming out from the club, wasn't there? If I can get it out, I don't think I can get it up now. But there was a statement that did come from the club saying that players have been told to stay away from the training grounds and everything, and wishing Arteta well. And we shall see. I mean, I don't know what's going to happen. I think, mate. I think we should hear more tomorrow lunchtime. Listen, I'm gonna, because I know you've had a long night, Johnny, with your. I'm just going to finish by if you haven't seen it, the Boardroom Bants had. Who did you have on tonight? What was it, Johnny?
Oh, a guy called Carl Hessler. He's an actor, stroke indie film producer, but he's a really genuine guy. Hold on, so what's his Arsenal has confirmed head coach. Arsenal's first team squad has been asked to isolate for 2 weeks as well. So Arsenal certainly won't be playing for 2 weeks.
Well, that's just come through, right? That's understandable because they've all come in contact with the coach, which is it's very understandable. No, you talk about the show. Talk about that show. Right? So if anyone hasn't seen it, I mean, they can still see it again. It's
Basically, it's just a show. It's called, and thanks to Claude as well. Claude's given us the chance to promote it on his great show. We've had a laugh, and what we're trying to do is just something different. It's about having a laugh. We're not out there to be the best show. Nothing like that. We just want. There's too many nasty people in the world, and we just want to have a laugh. Get some good guests on there. Everyone's welcome on there, and join in. Guests are always welcome. We'll be talking about Arsenal. Serious subjects as well, like mental health. But it's going to be. We just want people to get on, and that's what it all boils down to: having a laugh. And anyone, as I say, is welcome on the show. It's a really good crack. We've got some good guests lined up as well. All different topics: music, film, boxing. As I say, I spoke to Kenny Ken recently. I don't know if he's watching now, but Kenny's going to be coming on. We're going to be doing a boxing legends for an hour, talking about boxers like Joe Bugner, Frank Bruno fights, Mike Tyson. Would Rocky Marciano beat Mike Tyson? Would he have beat Ali? All that sort of stuff. So get involved. It's good fun.
Yeah, so the latest one just out was 5 about the horror films, wasn't it? That's out now. With Carl, brilliant. I've got to say, 1.5 hours. I spent watching that, and I really enjoyed it. I thought I don't know much about this, but I'll listen to it. And the guy came across really well, and it was a really good listen, and I really enjoyed it. I really did enjoy it.
Cheers, mate. Thank you,
Johnny. Thanks for joining me, and we're gonna call it a night now. But thanks for everyone in the chat tonight. There's over 100 in the chat tonight. Thank you for joining us. We can only wish Mikel Arteta well, and hopefully everyone is fit and ready to go for whenever everyone is fit again. Yeah. So
also, Claude, just come through, mate. It's just a clarification that Brighton's game is off of Arsenal. It's just come through now.
Well, we knew that. I think we all knew that. I mean, there's no way they could have played anyway.
No, but it's actually just been confirmed.
Unless the Arsenal fan TV put a team out there, I mean, there's no way that game was going
to put me and you up front, mate. We'll be all right. We'll score a few goals. Put Kenny in goal, they won't score any, would they?
Hey?
Like Kenny across the goal, they won't get any in.
Exactly. All right, that's it for tonight. Thank you very much. The news is the game is off. Arsenal v Brighton is off. We're hearing also that probably Arsenal will not even be able to play for another 2 weeks, which now puts the whole season into complete chaos, which looks like that. Looks like we're not going to see any more Premier League football this season. It's a shame, but at the end of the day, it's people's health is more important, and we just wish Mikel Arteta well. Hopefully, he'll be back soon. And bye for now. Thanks for coming on, Johnny. And bye.
No problem at all, mate.
Everyone. Take care, everyone. All the best. Bye.
All the best. Take care, mate.
Hold on to it. Yeah.